Size isn't everything. Welcome to MojoTravels, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 smallest countries in the world to visit in 2019. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to MojoTravels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at countries from around the world that have a lot to offer travelers despite being modest in size. Number 10. Andorra. This microstate could well be the best place in the world to go skiing. Sitting along the border between France and Spain, Andorra is located at the foot of the Pyrenees mountain range in a deep and scenic valley. The country boasts over 109 square miles of skiing territory and is famous for plenty of other winter sports too, including hockey and skating. Another big draw is its lack of duty tax, making it a hub of shopping destinations. You won't be short of things to do in Andorra's mountainous landscape. Number 9. Malta. This island nation is located just a little south of Sicily, in the heart of the Mediterranean. Malta is densely populated and has a very rich culture. There's evidence of people having lived there as far back as 5900 BC, and it has plenty of ancient ruins for the history buff in you, like the enigmatic Hypogeum. But if R&R is more along the lines of what you're after, Malta has an idyllic climate. Its beach is perfect to visit for at least 6 months out of the year. Its capital city, Valletta, is also a cultural hub. The entire thing was made a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1980. Number 8. Maldives. While the Maldives is the smallest country in Asia, it's made up of nearly 1,200 tropical islands spreading throughout the Indian Ocean, many untouched by tourism. The atolls are the tropical destination of your dreams, complete with golden beaches lined with palm trees and crystal clear turquoise waters. On top of there being plenty of water activities, ranging from kayaking to surfing, the Maldives is also home to many resorts which place a big focus on responsible tourism. Interestingly, the Maldives is also the lowest country in the world by elevation. Number 7. St. Kitts and Nevis. These two islands collectively make up the smallest state in the Western Hemisphere and have been inhabited for roughly the last 3,000 years. Since gaining independence from the British Empire in the 1980s, the nation has been making a name for itself in the tourism industry. It's now a popular place for tropical weddings, and the food is simple but delicious West Indian fare. And much of it is produced locally, expertly prepared by chefs who have mastered the regional dishes. Finally, its beautiful seas are home to a black coral reef, one scuba divers and snorkelers alike will delight in exploring. Number 6. Marshall Islands. Made up of 29 beautiful coral atolls, the Marshall Islands are a low-lying country first settled in the year 2000 BC. But despite their overwhelming beauty and dense population, there are worries that the Marshall Islands are at the greatest risk from climate change. Another reason the islands were once in crisis has now become a strange and unusual tourist attraction. They were once the site of US nuclear tests decades ago. Now you can see places like Cactus Dome, a covered nuclear crater, and Bikini Atoll, where 23 nuclear detonations were carried out, provided you keep a generous distance. Number 5. Liechtenstein. Between Austria and Switzerland is this independent nation, which has slowly become a thriving tourist destination thanks to generous tax laws and stunning scenery. It's also a business and economic hub, and remarkably even been touted as, quote, the most industrialized nation in the world. If you're not a business owner though, you still won't run out of things to do. There are plenty of renowned museums, like the National Museum and the Museum of Fine Arts, where you can learn about Liechtenstein's culture and history, and check out stunning Gutenberg Castle, which has free admission. Number 4. San Marino. The oldest state in Europe is also one of the tiniest, a microstate within Italy. But San Marino is still its own country, founded in the year 301 AD by the Roman stonemason Saint Marinus, when he rebuilt the city Rimini's walls. If you visit today, some of the most awe-inspiring attractions are its tall fortresses. The Rocca Guaita is the most interesting of these, built directly atop a sheer cliff over 1,000 years ago. And where Italy is famous for its gelato, San Marino is even more proud of its own take on the food. And that's a very good thing. Number 3. Tuvalu. Need to really get away from the grind? Tuvalu is nestled out in the waters between Hawaii and Australia. A series of 9 picturesque islands, the Polynesian country is incredibly remote. If you're looking for an escape from other over-commercialized vacation destinations, Tuvalu is somewhere you should consider next time you need a break from it all. With no big cities and only one runway, Tuvalu is best explored by hiring a motorcycle or even just walking, while taking small boats between the islands and reefs. If it's relaxation you want, Tuvalu has plenty to offer in spite of its small size. Number 2. Monaco. Located in the French Riviera, the city-state of Monaco is far from isolated, and the Casino Monte Carlo is one of the most famous in the world. But if gambling isn't your thing, there's plenty more culture to take in elsewhere. Interestingly, Monaco still has a monarchy, and its reigning monarch is Albert II, Prince of Monaco, who also happens to be the son of Hollywood icon Grace Kelly, who quit acting when she married into the country's royal family. While there, you can visit the Prince's Palace, the Nouveau Musée National de Monaco, and the very popular Oceanographic Museum. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Vatican City. Officially the smallest country in the world, Vatican City is only 44 hectares in area, with a full-time population of about 1,000, including the Pope, and is the center of the Catholic Church. Located inside Rome, geographically speaking, many areas of the Vatican are open for the public to visit while they're also touring the Italian capital. In fact, much of the Vatican's income is from admissions to the various points of interest because the city has no taxation. Tourists can visit St. Peter's Square, see the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican museums, and even walk around St. Peter's Basilica, the largest religious building in the world. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MojoTravels and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.